Hey folks, we are mastering scones from scratch again. These little buttery breads have certainly found their way in our kitchen. They're so easy and fast to make that once you bake them for the first time, the scones will become your frequent eat from the oven goodies for many occasions. Scones like well-heated ovens, so 400 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature for today. I've already measured my flour and am going to combine it with the rest of the dry ingredients such as the sugar, salt, baking powder, and a few grains of black pepper. Best thing to make the scones dough flawless is keeping the butter super cold or even frozen. Then grating it quickly is another useful tip. It can be tricky to hold the fast melting butter firmly with bare fingers, so a small sheet of parchment paper can change the game and help grating the butter faster. When there's only a small piece left, toss it in the flour and continue grating. It will make the whole thing easier. When butter is grated, it needs to be evenly and quickly combined with the flour mixture, and then sent to the freezer until liquid ingredients are prepped. Milk and 1 egg get combined into pale yellow mixture which will moisten the cold flour and butter crumb. But before that, I typically add the fillings. Today's scones are with freshly grated Gruyere cheese, finely minced prosciutto, and fresh dill, finely minced as well. A lot of recipes call for dried berries or fruits, nuts, or even chocolate chips as fillings. But we in Fabits are huge fans of savory scones, so chances to see us adding sweet fillings are somewhere near zero. Once all fillings are in, it's time to add the milk and egg mixture and combine everything together with a wooden spoon just until the mixture gets moistened and seems to come together. Take care not to overdo any mixing or kneading, and let the scones go nowhere but up. To form the dough, I usually take it out from the bowl and put right on the working surface, dusted with flour. After kneading the dough for only 3 or 4 times, I form a log and then divide it into 2 parts to form the discs of approximately 1 inch in height and 6 inches in diameter. Both discs I cut into 8 wedges each, which makes 16 scones of just the right size, not too small and not too big for one person. Some cooks recommend putting the scones back to the fridge before sending them to the oven, and I used that method too in our first scone episode. By the way, I've left a link to it in the upper right corner of your screen and in description as well, but today I'm going to test avoiding this time-consuming step. So I'll quickly transfer the scones to the baking sheet lined with parchment and make the glaze, combining the second egg and the heavy cream. And then using the brush, we'll coat the scones from all the visible sides. Now it's time to send the scones in the oven and let them bake for 17 minutes or until they're lightly brown. You can take them out a couple minutes sooner if you prefer pale scones. Everything from prepping the ingredients to ready-to-eat scones took me 37 minutes. So when you make the scones, you will know exactly how long it takes, how many scones you'll have in result, and the only thing you'll have to figure out on your own is the level of joy, flavor, and satisfaction. But hey, you'll know that fast after the very first bite. Hope you liked this episode, and if so, subscribe, share, comment, and browse our channel a bit if not already. I've left the list of ingredients, their measurements, and brief instructions in description below. Stay well, folks, and come visit us again. We love it when you're around. Cheers!